So guys, I believe you have watched the part 1 video about the completing the square. In this video, we are going to discuss the reason why are we having the 4 steps in the completing the square method. Therefore, this is more like a conceptual understanding. Therefore, it might need to take some time for you to digest. So let's start off with this x minus 4 square first as a recap. What is the meaning of x minus 4 square? If you want to do x minus 4 square expansion, we will be writing this as x minus 4 times x minus 4. So if you do x minus 4 times x minus 4, if you really do it by expansion, you will be getting x times x squared. X times negative 4, you will be getting negative 4x. Negative 4 times x, you will be getting negative 4x. Negative 4 times negative 4, you will be getting positive 16. So therefore, if you rearrange, you will be getting x squared minus 8x plus 16. So if you look at here, our first term is basically just this square, which is x squared. X with the square here, we get x squared. Again, we look at the last term, also it will be the same. This is a negative 4. You do negative 4 square, you will be getting positive 16. So therefore, we can only form the first term and also the last term easily from the original bracket. How do we actually get negative 8x? Let's look at the second example, then it will be easier for us to see. Let's say if I have x plus 7 square. So I have x plus 7 square. If I expand, I will be having x plus 7. That will give us x times x squared. X times positive 7, I will have positive 7x. Positive 7 times x, I will have positive 7x again. Positive 7 times positive 7, I will have positive 49. If I simplify, I will be getting x squared plus 14x plus 49. So again, let's verify whether our first term and the last term is tally in this example. X, if I square, I really get x squared. 7, if positive 7, if I square, I really will get positive 49. So let's now look at the middle term. Let's focus on the middle term. How do we actually get the middle term? Did you realize that here is actually easy? We have a negative 4 times x will be giving us negative 4x. If I do negative 4 times x, I will be getting negative 4x. But however, our answer is a negative 8x, which means what is actually involved is we just have to make sure this whole thing is being multiplied by 2. That's how we can get negative 8x. Same thing goes to here. We have a positive 7 multiplied by x, we will have already get positive 7x. What do? We just have to make sure this whole thing is being times 2, then I will get 14x. What does that mean? That means if I were given with x squared plus 14x plus 49, if I want to reverse back to this original fraction, original bracket, we have to make sure I have the x. 14x, I will have to divide by 2 so that I will get positive 7. So let's look at one example here that we are having. Let's say I have my productive function, which is x squared plus 4x minus 1. How am I going to do a completing the square? I'm going to focus only on these two terms. You see, if I have an x squared plus 4x, can I say that if I open this into a linear factors, I will be having 4 divided by 2, which is x plus 2 squared. So if you look at here, if I have x plus 2 squared, I will be having x squared plus 4x plus 4 if I expand. So this x squared plus 4 is really whatever we are having here at the top. However, if I do x plus 2 squared, I will be having one positive 4 term here, which is actually not required in here. That's the reason why I need to minus the 4. How do we actually get the 4? Is because of this square. 2 square will give us a 4. So therefore, this whole thing will be representing my x squared plus 4x. And finally, because I need to make sure my function at the top is still the same as my expression here, therefore I need to drag down my negative 1 down here. So therefore, this will be after simplification, it will give us x plus 2 squared minus 5. So this is our completing the square form. So therefore, the reason why we need to divide by 2 is because based on the trend here, we must divide by 2 in order to go back to our bracket. Why do we need to minus? Because we have an extra term here, positive 4, so therefore I need to minus a 4. Why is this 4? Because originally this 4 is generated by this square, so therefore I have 2 square that will give us a 4. So therefore I minus this square so that I get a 4. And then why do I drag this down? It's because x plus 2 square minus 4 is only 4x squared plus 4. So minus 1 has to be dragged down so that my first expression is still tally with my second expression. So I hope you can understand this. If you don't, you can rewatch this again so that you can understand better.